Hey ladies, how's it going? We're going on day 2 now. I'm super excited. So excuse my little puppy here. He's been a little ornery and he was getting really loud. So I figured before I go on here, I'll just pick him up and hold him for a little bit. My little cuddler bugler. Anyway, have you ever heard the phrase to know and not to do is not to know? Have you ever heard of that? Well, let me tell you something. It is the truest statement in the world. Have you ever had a conversation with someone and you're trying to advise them and they're saying, I know. And you're saying, well, I think you're being a little bit to this or a little bit to that. And they're like, I know. But they don't change anything. So they're telling you they know, but they don't change anything because they know what they can change and they choose not to. So that's where the statement comes from. To know and not to do is just not to know. You really don't know, because if you really did know, you would do differently. Because when we know better, we do better. So today in day 2, we're going to talk about action. And yesterday we talked about mindset and belief system. And you know what? I'm going to tell you something. Mindset is everything. In everything, it is everything. When you have limited beliefs, you limit yourself. When you have expansive beliefs, you expand, you grow. But when you have these limited beliefs in your mind, you really stunt your growth. You stunt where you are. You stunt where you're supposed to be going. And so my biggest thing is to try to change the way you think, and then you're going to change what you do. And then your results will change. Inevitably, they have to change. So as we discussed yesterday, to change your belief system and to speak your new beliefs over your life, today we're going to talk about how important it is to act on what you know. So, for example, if you've ever thought of maybe someone is building a house, right? And so they have, they design the house, they have all the blueprints all set up, and they're saying, okay, well, this room is going to go here, and this room is going to go here, and we're going to have this furniture here, and this here, and they sit and they think about it, and they look at it, and they plan it, and then they think about it some more, and then they plan it. So what happens? Nothing. They plan it, they know what they want to do, but they never do it. So they never hire the contractor, or they never do the work themselves, and then it never gets done. So action is really, 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 really important. The Bible says that faith without works is dead. It doesn't mean you don't have faith when you don't work. What it means is your faith is not effectual. It doesn't bring you the results that you want it to bring if you don't act upon what you believe and what you have faith for. So, for example, if you're believing that you want a new job, but you don't apply for any new jobs, a job is not going to fall out of the sky. So you have to do the work that will support what it is that you're believing and what you're speaking over your life. So if you want a new job and you know where you want the new job to be, and you really need to take the necessary steps, revamping your resume, applying at the places that you want to, work at, contacting them in some way, hire a recruiter, whatever it is, and pray. Fast, whatever you need to do, and then you know what, the results will be able to come. But if you are changing your belief system and you are speaking good things over yourself, but you're not doing anything, you're doing everything contrary to what you want to happen, then there's a problem. You're not going to get the results you want. You know how many times we say, I believe this, and you pray for it, and you believe it, and you speak it, but you're acting the same way you used to that got you where you were in the first place. Well, that's not going to do you any good. If you change your belief system, like I shared with you yesterday, and you change the actual beliefs that you're installing every day, 5 or 6, for whatever your dream, goal, or desire is, if you are speaking that over yourself, then you need to act accordingly. So, for me, when I was telling you yesterday that I wanted to go back to college, so when I installed the beliefs that I was smart enough, I could make the time, I was going to be able to do it, and so on and so forth, then I had to go researching schools, and then I had to, find out which program I wanted to enroll in. I had to see which school had the best program for business. I had to see what would be the most cost effective for me. I had to see if there was any financial aid or any other kind of grants or anything that I would be eligible for. So I had to take the necessary steps for that to take place. I couldn't have that come to pass unless I took necessary steps to get me closer to my goal. So today, I'm going to challenge you. Now, yesterday I challenged you to write your dream goal or desire, your biggest dream goal or desire, and to write 5 or 6 things that would change your beliefs to believe you can have that. Now, today, I want you to make a list of a few little things, little action steps that you can take to bring you closer to that goal. And it could be anything. It doesn't have to be something humongous. It could just be researching. It could be just making a list of things you would do once you get there. It could be whatever it is. Make some action steps that will support what your new belief, expansive belief system is for your dream goal or desire. And every day, try to make a couple of those steps just a little bit closer, because you know what? Baby steps. When you take baby steps closer and closer and closer, eventually you'll get to your goal, right? Eventually you'll get there. You're still moving forward. You're not stagnant. You're not going backwards. You're moving forward. So it's really, really important to take some really, even if they're very tiny action steps closer to your goal, and eventually you will get there. You will really get there. And you know what's going to happen is you're going to start convincing yourself, and you're going to start believing yourself that you're able to do this. You're able to have it. You deserve it. You're worth it. You're more than enough. And believe that you're a masterpiece. Believing in yourself that you could do or have or be whatever it is that you want. As you start thinking and writing things down and believing and praying and speaking, and then you put action behind it, you're going to see that it's much closer than you think. So I hope this blessed you. Listen, I am opening up some spots in my coaching calendar. So if any of this is resonating with you and you'd like to speak further on this, or how I can help you even further, or any other topics, please book a free session with me. Go to simplyempowered.net/booking and book a free session with me, and we'll talk further and see where we can, where your roadblocks are. Let's see where your gremlins in your brain are that are causing you to stay stunted. Let's get you to the next step. So I hope to see you tomorrow for day 3, and I hope it really blessed you. Have a great day, ladies.